Okay. All right.
This is WVUA 23 News at 10.
Good evening. I'm Ben Senicz. Thank you for joining us. Top out news tonight. Today's heavy rain caused areas around Tuscaloosa to flood. The areas most affected surround Paul Bryant and Hackleberry. At least a few inches deep of water sits on several spots of the roads, mainly around JD's Market, Tutwiler, and Jack's Restaurant. Police officers were directing traffic, and some were blocking the roads off just as a precaution. At least one car was stuck just outside of Jack's Restaurant. This is a video of flooding on Rice Mine Road near Highway 82. Water has covered the right side of the road heading towards Highway 82. On Rice Mine Road, there has been no reports of cars getting stuck or houses flooded. In other news tonight, an 8-day celebration in West Tuscaloosa ended with several people arrested and shots fired. It happened just after midnight at Bar 17. WVUA 23's Emily Mosher has more. That's right, Jamboree. A fight at Bar 17 spilled into the parking lot, leading to several gunshots. Around 1 a.m. Sunday morning, Tuscaloosa police responded to shots fired in the parking lot at Bar 17 in the West End. It's believed those involved were from Birmingham and Tuscaloosa for the Alabama spring football game. It was an 8-day celebration. There was an altercation that we believe took place at Bar 17 that escalated and turned into a shootout in the parking lot. Authorities say shots were still being fired when police arrived to the scene, but they arrived quickly after being on high alert for A-Day. Police officers were pretty much already on high alert and ready to escalate anything that might have taken place.
On yesterday evening. Police have not yet said how many gunshots were fired, but there were no injuries. District 2 Tuscaloosa City Councilwoman Raven Howard says she doesn't want the young people in her district to get discouraged and to remember the pledge for 100 days of nonviolence in Tuscaloosa. I just want the community to continue to stay focused on how we can rid our community of certain types of violent crimes, especially gun violence. And let's not get discouraged when we see things like this and just throw in the towel, but let's just be adamant about finding solutions.
While no arrests were made of the shooters, several arrests were made in connection to firearms and narcotics. This incident is still under investigation. In a deadly shooting at Waffle House in Tennessee, police say a naked gunman wearing only a jacket and carrying a rifle opened fire at a Waffle House in Nashville this morning. 4 people were killed. Police are searching for the 29-year-old Travis Reinking. Our hero in this matter is a 29-year-old man named Patron.
In this matter is a 29-year-old man, a patron. You had a citizen step up to intervene with an active shooter, and that's what this man did. He is the hero here, and no doubt he saved many lives by wrestling the gun away and then tossing it over the counter and prompting the man to leave.
Still on the run. If you have any information, you can contact Nashville Police. A motorcycle crash claims the life of a Tuscaloosa man. Troopers say 42-year-old Myron Rameau was killed when his motorcycle struck the guardrail at the intersection of Highway 20 and 157. Troopers say speed was a factor in the crash. The city of Northport has less than a week to name a new District 1 leader on the government will step in. Last Tuesday, the council interviewed 5 of the 6 candidates to represent District 1. The district has been without leader since Lee Bozo resigned back in March. At this point,
the City Council has a period of time that they can consider nominating any of the candidates for the empty District 1 seat.
A decision on Friday. Stillman College wants to repair one of its oldest dorms. Winsboro Hall needs a new roof and upgrades to its electrical, plumbing, and faggot. According to Tuscaloosa News, Dr. Cynthia Warwick says the building is not up to code. Stillman is asking for support from the city of Tuscaloosa as it applies for a $500,000 federal grant. Boston 20 years ago is given back to its owner. WVUA 23's Cameron Crowe spoke with the owner and has more on the story.
On April 27, 2011, former Alabama football player Wesley Britt's home was destroyed by a tornado in Tuscaloosa. Many of Britt's belongings were destroyed. A ball signed by all of his teammates in 2001 was one of the pieces of his memorabilia no longer in the home. Cecil Hurt, longtime Alabama sports writer for Tuscaloosa News, was making sure his neighbors were okay in the aftermath of the tornado when he came across the signed ball laying in his driveway. Hurt felt like the best thing he could do is bring the football to be displayed in the Bryant Museum. A year later, Britt spotted his old treasure.
He was in the museum for a gathering and was.
Hey Ben, go ahead and read the rest of that. Okay. Okay. All right. The ball is said to have traveled almost 5 miles. Hurt and Britt joked it was probably the longest pass in Alabama history. Live tonight in the studio, Cameron Crowe, WVUA 23 News. Arthur David Battles, known for his children's and music books, held a book signing. It's held at the Bryan Museum. This is all part of his historical series. Alabama.
This is a must-read because this is the entire history of the University of Alabama. It's not just sports. It's not just the war. It's everything from where they make a decision to buy the first mechanical pen to sign the president's name so he doesn't have to sit there all day and sign all of his papers. So there are stories all through here. It is a history, but it's a narrative history. It's almost like a diary. 1940s and 50s. Everybody was concentrating on
Okay. The Yale, Alabama historical series is full of unique stories about the university's past. Chapel Hill Baptist Church hosted its annual auto show yesterday. Enthusiasts brought out a variety of cars, including classics, in an effort to build community. There were plenty of antique cars and trucks for people to see. We spoke with David Freeman, a car lover and church member, about the event.
It's a family organized thing. You know, there's no drinking. Just come, bring your car, bring your kids, bring your family, and we just have a good time in the Lord. It's one of the best shows locally that you can come to. We have anywhere from 275 to 300 cars every year. Chapel Hill Baptist Church does a great job with this, and it is one of the best shows that I go to every year.
This is a free event. It happens every April. That's a brief update on tonight's news. More later. I'm Ben Senicz. Thank you for watching. Have a great night.
That confusion was all my fault.
Oh, okay.
Those packages, we've now taking the words out so you would know not to read it. You had no way of knowing that.
Okay.
You got reading practice.
You
so
did just fine.
I think that's all that matters.
Yeah, you did a good job. Stop the encoder and put Olivia's name in. Okay? Thank you, Ben.
How is being home? Good. Nice.
I think we've taken the scripts out. Most of them now will know.
Yeah.
Looks good. All right.
Cool.